Hello, I'm MARSHALgoldpack, founder of GOLDPACK. This is my audio log, part 7. So, after having a massive talk with Dr. Dre and getting really upset, like he explained a lot, I knew half of it was just downright bullshit and the other quarter was disgusting strategic lies. And the rest of that quarter was just being a gross person. Dr. Dre's theory to demote me to a private was straight up simple that he thought I was so dedicated, there's no way I'd leave the clan. I've got so many friends. So he thought if he'd demote me to private, I'd just be happy to rank my way up. Because he made it sound a lot worse than it was, like as if everyone wanted me kicked from the clan. Yes, a lot of the high ranks wanted me gone. But all the members, mate, that's an overstatement considering I recruited more than 50 members into that clan. They're all dead set loyal to me. It's why they kept coming back to me. I felt like I had such a responsibility to make sure things were running smoothly for them in that clan that I was a part of. And I was a command sergeant major. That's a dead set high rank. I'm not sure if anyone's ranked up legitimately climbed the ladder that quickly in just like 3 weeks. This is my Dr. Halsey's journal book, limited edition. And yes, I have written in it. I used it as my log sheet when I first joined the 99th Regiment. All these people, the good old people I recruited into the 99th Regiment. Some honourable mentions as Rabbitohs, Toxic Soldier, Lunatic, Visible Fool, Monster, Beast Kills, Miss Mercy, Commando Farah. Now, Commando Farah and me got along really well. And I got along well with all the people, really, extremely well. But Commando Farah was interesting because he had quite a history in the community. He's been around for so long. He's led his own clans, and he's like second or third in command of the commandos at that time, and very into Shield of Honor by that point. I tried to keep track of everything, but he was a pretty big player. Bloody Warlord, Sucker Punch, Ghosty Boy, bruh. I do miss you, and I'm sorry what happened last. But yeah, and Bloody Warlord was with me since the Secret Service Colonial Marines by the cruddy leader known as Stephenson. Yoshi, he's an ex-Grand Leader of GOLDPACK. Go Hockey! Oh my god, bro, I miss you. Home like Stew, Fireboy went psycho. Feeds Tiger, he's funny, and Killer Grim. I wonder where you're hiding these days. Those were just the first lot of people in the first 2 weeks. I didn't keep track after that because things were getting pretty out of control. I mean, I wrote them down, but not in a book because I was starting to run out of room and I kind of lost it for a week there. And now I've misplaced those sheets with the other like 20 or however many people I'm missing on this list. But yeah, Dr. Dre and me, I was just so hollow after that conversation. And I thought, the stress and drama and all the backstab in this community really took a toll on me, and I thought I've had enough. I'm so fed up with this shit. So I was more than happy if I got to talk to the bulk of the 99th Regiment in 2 meetings, 3 meetings if it was necessary, because there was a lot of people. I mean, you're talking about a clan that had over 200 people at that point. Easily. I mean, there was at least 4 to 5 active divisions. Each division had about a dozen people in it. And the overall clan had over 130 members. They hosted a 16-player game whenever they wanted, training, meeting, anything. And the members I recruited were always active and online. And after 3 weeks, I had like over 40. I was at 50. I mean, it was epic. But yeah. What happened, I was a couple hours after having that conversation with Dr. Dre. I was simply just playing BTB with my mind bobbling on what has just happened. And I got an invite by Commando Farah to a party, and I started getting a lot of messages. And Commando Farah was like, dude, what the hell's going on? You've left the 99th Regiment. Do you want to tell me what's going on? I haven't. How do you know that? You shouldn't know that. What's going on? And Commando Farah, that right then and there, said, dude, do you not know what's going on? You've left the 99th Regiment. I'm like, no, I haven't. I mean, not yet. I was gonna, what's going on? And he said, listen, he read out a message Dr. Dre sent on both accounts. Like he had 3 accounts by that point, 2 for his clan and 1 that he always used, also for his clan. But the other ones were roster accounts. It said, the Hunky Panda refused to take orders and to be demoted, and he is now resigning by choice from the clan. Technically, I was forced to leave the clan because I wouldn't have it any other way. But I was happy to leave. But Dr. Dre was making it sound like I was leaving the clan just because I wanted to, with absolutely no reason. And it said, please do not message him or contact him. He's left and he is no longer with 99th Regiment. And I couldn't believe it after everything I'd done, and I was even happy to walk with my hands clean out of this clan and to leave it alone with my members. I wasn't going to try and drag them with me. I was leaving the community. I was just blown away. Commando Farah was shocked because he knew how badly I wanted to be a division leader in that clan and to just make it better. He was one of the members I recruited. I put him through all the PCTs, mountain training. I put him through so much. He knew. We talked 24/7, as a lot of my members did. I got along with them very closely. That was the start of it all. Like, that was just, no, I'm not going to take that. I'm not walking away from that. Commander Farah and me had a small chat about, and when we were talking about what are we going to do next, I was receiving so many messages. I kid you not, in less than 20 minutes I had over 40 messages, and some of them weren't from members I recruited, but people in the 99th Regiment that heard about me, because I was always active. And the second Dr. Dre sent that out, things even got ugly. The members that closely knew me, Rabbitohs, Toxic Soldier, Lunatic, Visible, Monster, Beast Kills, pretty much all of them that were actively online when that was happening. There was a couple lobbies being hosted, a training lobby and all that. They went nuts. They knew what was going on and actually just decided to open fire and start killing people in the clan that were cool with the message. The ones that weren't cool, they'd leave them alone, but it was chaotic. I remember talking to Rabbitohs and Toxic Soldier. They recorded and they saved the theatre mode, but they explained what happened there. Him and 4 of their friends opened fire in a mountain training session. They just started slaughtering 99th Regiment members. There was a division meeting being hosted by Tay 7577, and 2 of his guys that were still in his division that I recruited decided to open fire and start slaughtering people in that division. And I couldn't believe that all of this was happening while I was talking to Commander Farah about what should I do next. Kilogram even led his own little assault. There was a forging lobby being hosted by one of the members, 99th, helping Dr. Dre fix some sort of map. I think it was a BCT4. Wasn't 100% sure, but he joined in and started destroying everything. Like, the second it happened, 3 or 4 games were just ambushed by crazy assaults of people that completely did not agree with Dr. Dre's message. He just flat out sent to everyone in 99th Regiment. And I was ignoring the messages because I was too focused on talking to Commander Farah because I trusted him very closely. Him and me were going to plan a full-scale war. I wanted absolute revenge, and he said, I can help you with that. I thought, yes, let's do this. Let's take down the 99th Regiment. And that's when the plan all started. So, as far as most of the members, I mean over 100 of the members were concerned, I was walking away from the clan and leaving it at that. Apparently I, by choice, left the clan. That's why Dr. Dre put it. No one should message me, no one has any need to contact me. He said he never wants to be a part of the clan again, etc. It was just a load of garbage, really. Except for the part of me saying I was going to leave the clan. That was the only truth part. I was going to do that honorably in a meeting. You know, if you're going to leave a clan, even though you recruit so many people, and you once were a big part of that clan, you should have the right to say goodbye to your members, the ex-members that you used to play with all the time. I'd never just, yeah. So people were coming out and messaging me so much, and the next day I got online, I went through the messages, and they're so dramatic. People were so angry at me and thinking like, why the hell would you do that, dude? You're so big, and it's like, you're just gonna leave me. And oh my god, there were so many messages. It said there was like over 60 unread messages. I'm like, oh my god, the list was just never ending. So me, technically it was just me. I didn't bring anyone with me. I pretty much ignored them. I didn't even reply. I talked to Rabbitohs and a couple of the most closest people. Ghosty Boy, Rabbitohs, Commando Pharaoh knew about it, Yoshi, the people I could really trust at that time. And I started making a new list of the members that would totally be with me with starting a civil war in the 99th Regiment. I opened a new sheet and started putting down contacts, and a lot of these people are it, as well as mass recruit fresh members. I wasn't in contact in the 99th Regiment for a total of 3 days because the game plan, Commando Pharaoh, I told Pharaoh this and he thought it was great. The 99th Regiment hosted a clan meeting every Friday. I was going to wait for Friday and send out my own warning message to the entire clan of the 99th Regiment. Call me a little psycho, but I wrote down over 300 gamer tags I knew they were in 99th Regiment or affiliated or used to be in the 99th Regiment. And I had 2 accounts ready to use at that time to message them. I sent 2 messages at the same time with both of my accounts I had in use, and they're pretty much the exact same message. When Dr. Dre hosted a clan meeting, a full clan meeting with the highest ranks and the lowest ranks, and get to go in. And apparently there was another meeting because, too many people wanted to be in it, because after this massive move about me just walking away from the clan, that was huge. It caused so much friction. A lot of people wanted answers, and Dr. Dre was going to feed them like probably a couple hour long, completely bullshit story. I mean, the only thing I did horribly wrong was temporarily gave myself the next rank, so I could stop a total of 9 people just completely being fed up with my clan and walking away. And these people had a right. I mean, a couple of them, like Rabbitohs, joined a division that he was not happy with. He wished he was in my division with Ghost Science, but he was still stuck in another one. I'm pretty sure it was with Tay. Toxic Soldier was keeking one of the MIA officers. I think it was he had Protocol in his name, Ghost Protocol, or I'm not 100% sure. But he used to be a big division. Now he's MIA. He hasn't come on Xbox for many months at that point. That division leader was dumb enough to allow this poor little Toxic Soldier 727 to join his division and to play with no one. He couldn't get ranked up. He couldn't play with other people. He was stuck in a division that was completely MIA and old. I felt so sorry for him, and this was a guy I recruited. Monster, Miss Mercy weren't exactly happy because they had no divisions to join, and they wanted another division because Doctor had a strict limit for how many people could be in the division. Ghosty Boy was on edge because he couldn't, be in my division. I mean, I felt sorry. The only person who was lucky enough to get into Ghost Silence division along with me was Feeds at the time. And Bloody Warlord, poor Bloody Warlord, I mean, he just stopped. He still wore the uniform, but Bloody Warlord didn't even play with the 99th Regiment because he was, yeah. I was active, my members were active, the clan was moderately active, but a lot of the people I recruited were Australian, and it's not like the clan had an Australian division leader. So, and the clan didn't even have divisions for people to join. I mean, I could host training lobbies, but I had to keep requesting promotions. Like, For all the people that were working so hard in the 99th Regiment that I recruited, I kept requesting for them to have promotions, and believe me, they deserved it. I mean, it was only like 1 or 2 ranks. They weren't even at the rank of sergeant. It was just like the next after corporal or private. I mean, seriously, nothing big at all. But because I wasn't, an officer, I wasn't allowed to promote people, so I had to request other officers to do it. And they requested me to give them proof of why they should get promoted, and I'm doing more work than an officer, and this is just so annoying. Like, yeah, you see why I was pretty gutted. I mean, that was the only thing I did wrong. Another thing is that when I did give myself that temporary rank, people were demanding to be in my division, because if you're an officer, you can have your own division. And I said, okay, I have to clarify it with Dr. Dre before I do this, but I decided to anyway. And I put it on a GOLDPACK division uniform and 7 of the other members. And then we did a massive training lobby. And I said, guys, don't wear this because tomorrow, to be honest, I've got to talk to Dr. Dre about something. And he's like, aren't you an officer? I said, yeah, it's about that. But I kept them in the dark because I wasn't 100% sure on if Dr. Dre was going to be A-okay with what's happened or completely crazy. I was happy to start at the rank of Command Sergeant Major. I had the green light to become an officer. I was going to get trained to be an officer. I already went through the training. I only had like 1 or 2 maps until Dr. Dre just decided to completely ignore me for a week for absolutely no reason at all why. I mean, he was still online doing useless stuff. God. But, so, the time came where they had that meeting and I got to make my message. I sent it out, and boy, was that a bad day for Dr. Dre. 200 of his members that were all active and online, and this was when they were having a meeting, and Toxic Monster and Yoshi happened. Miss Mercy also happened to be in that main meeting with Dr. Dre. They're all doing this massive meeting, and I sent this to everyone but Dr. Dre, the same way he treated me when he sent a message to everyone besides me, even my own people I recruited, the lazy shit. He sent a message saying I dishonorably, by choice, am walking out of the clan and leaving and all that kind of stuff. I did the same thing back. Talk about karma. I sent a message to everyone but him, including his high-ranking little zombie officers like Buddy and Tay and anyone who'd kiss his ass. The message was a complete maxed out message over the top. It had a picture, voice, and a full text. And the text was abbreviated as much as humanly possible, but still very easy to read. The picture was a geek conversation that Dr. Dre and me had. I was talking to him about his OP. I was talking to him about. So I was about to talk about the wrong thing. Like, it was about an OP base, and he made a mama joke, and it was pretty disgusting. But no, the geek message I sent to everyone with an Xbox Live Vision camera. A lot of people don't even know what those things are because they're pretty damn old and don't make them anymore. It's 360. But there's a picture of a key conversation about Dr. Dre and me arguing about why I'm going to get kicked out of the clan without being able to do my meeting. I was like, dude, this is so unfair, it's wrong, it's unjust. You promised me. And Dr. Dre said, I don't care, I can do whatever I want. You're my bitch, this is my clan. Now have a good day. That was pretty much it. And for me, I was just like, dude, you have no idea how much you've broken me just now. Like, dude, I've got so many friends in your clan. I was happy to walk away. So, yeah, they all received this massive message. The voice was me saying, Dr. Dre says he's a good person. He says he's just. But at the end of the day, he's lying to all of you, and he's none of those things. He's a complete and utter hypocrite. And everything he's feeding you right now is nothing but a big story. And the text message was the details of him explaining how I just wanted to tell everyone goodbye because I promoted myself for a day to fix a lot of problems for the 99th Regiment that they were having with pretty much their Australian members. And in return, Dr. A wanted to make me a private, or I could get out of his clan. And I chose to leave on the request that I have a meeting to say goodbye to all of you, and he did not give me that and stabbed me in the back. It was pretty damn dramatic, I'm not going to lie. But it should be. And boy, I managed to get into a party with Miss Mercy. She was telling me what was happening. Everyone got that, and Dr. Dre hates, like, if you jump out of your chair in a meeting, you'll get shot by a sniper. They're so strict. It's good and bad. But Tay quickly walked up closer to Dr. Dre while he was talking to his members in a meeting, and he was like, "Sir, we have a problem." He's like, "I don't care, wait for the meeting." And he's like, "No, seriously." And he's like, "Fine." And Tay immediately invited him to a private chat, and the other officers went to the closer part of the stage. They're on a big podium, and all the members are down low. They went out, and they got their rifles out, and they're looking around and aiming super shifty. And a couple of them were mumbling to each other. I was like, "Dude, what's in it?" And people could barely hear what they're saying. And then suddenly Dr. Dre immediately went to game chat and extremely, like, he was panicking. He was like, "Everyone who got that message from the Hunky Panda, do not view it, do not open it or listen to it. If you reply or talk to him, you will be punished in the 99th Regiment." And he quickly sent out a message to everyone on his clan, and he got his officers to do the same thing, saying, "Delete the message you got from Hunky Panda, do not read it, and block him. If you have communications with the Hunky Panda, you'll be punished or kicked out of the clan and demoted." It was so heavy. And you know what? It kind of reminded me of something. Back when I had spies in Generation 2. I was pretty much the same thing. I was like, you people get demoted and you'll be punished for communicating to people you wish to communicate to. I mean, seriously, Dr. Dre. I mean, I had that mistake, but you took it to a new level. It's not like you're paying these members. They don't owe you anything. They're simply in your clan. If you're going to start telling them to block people and going to demote them just for even talking to someone, then it shows how much faith you have in your clan members. So, when that happened, holy shit, did hell break out. It was an absolute civil war, but I was not bringing back GOLDPACK. I didn't aspire to be a clan leader again because I know how stressful and how much work it takes. I just simply felt like justice needed to be served in the 99th Regiment. Boy, did it. 99th Regiment is lacking so much justice. It's not funny. Justice doesn't even exist in the 99th Regiment if you're in the high ranks. I'll tell you that. So much shifty stuff goes on. Dr. Dre, like, he DDoS people offline. He claims everything's a win. He attacks little clans. He tries to stay away from the big ones. If you're a big or powerful clan, he will want an alliance with them. I mean, oh my god, he's so dirty. So, yeah, that was crazy. I had 50 people follow me out of the 99th Regiment, and a lot of them started killing people and going crazy. Before I did that, they have a little bit of gunfight and have fun, and just so we didn't look like we're in the 99th Regiment, we all decided to wear yellow. We decided to wear sage and yellow and put on the bear paw just to know they're with me because that's what my division was going to be in 99th. We camped out and came into contact with Commander Farah, and he brought me to a massive meeting with Shield of Honor. And I saw the trailer for Shield of Honor. I looked at Shield of Honor as one of the best clans. I saw them so honorable. It gave me butterflies. Like, it was so cool. We went to a 16-player game. 7 of us were GOLDPACK. The rest were all Shield of Honor. And there's only 4 high ranks. The rest were all security, standing guard. We walked in and we had a big-ass meeting with them. We talked for a while. Pretty much all I did was explain what happened in my entire story and history in the 99th Regiment. And all I simply want is a flipping division to be in a clan to help that clan grow and become great. That was it. I didn't want to be a leader. The highest I wanted to be was like a high ranking division leader. That's it. And after explaining that whole story to, he was, his name is SOHX Vengeance, the true leader, but his gamer tag at that time on a different account was G1Joe123. He normally used that account to start using SOHX Vengeance. I wasn't 100% sure why, it was just how it was. Yeah, he said they had a massive talk, and Commando Pharaoh was the one to blame for what happened next, but Shield of Honor Commander Pharaoh convinced the others in the Council of Shield of Honor to support GOLDPACK with taking down the 99th Regiment. And we can even become a division in Shield of Honor if we're happy to play by their rules. They would help me if I became a division and brought all my members into a clan and said, I'll be the leader of that division. And they had a lot, like they're talking for so long, we kept arguing about this. The biggest problem was the uniforms. And I thought, I know the uniform they wear for the Shield and the Phoenix. I thought, I can just do that, but make the outer colors yellow. But while we're going to join them, I wanted the emblem to be the bear paw, to see if they would be flexible. Because if they weren't happy with that, for me to bring in 100 members, I wouldn't know what would make them happy. They'd want everything their way. That'd be pretty sucky, and my members would not like that. I know that for a fact. I need to make sure they'd be happy. That was my main goal. So we did that. It was a good week or two, a little awkward, but then I kept informing SOHX Vengeance about what was going on between me and Dr. Dre, and we plan to raid them tomorrow in a massive raid on the division base I was working on. Our second division base, which was GOLDPACK HQ Eagle, the original copy. One I was creating originally for Stephenson back in the day. We engaged in that massive raid, and Shield of Honor joined us after a couple of hours, and the response was a complete backstab. Shield of Honor members joined and were supporting GOLDPACK. And the leader of Shield of Honor, when he joined, when the raid was already 4-5 hours in, was, this raid is bullshit. I didn't give you authorization. And this map you've made is absolute garbage. It doesn't follow raid standards. All my members leave now. That's a direct order. And a couple of members said, but we really should help. And he forced his own members to leave when they really wanted to stay and help. So the game plan was to take down the 99th Regiment and to destroy them in this defensive raid of ours together. In Shield of Honor. Shield of Honor was the one taking the credit. We're just the GOLDPACK division. And he knew everything. I was completely staying informed with him, but then he just acted like as if he was oblivious to every single conversation I had with him. What an idiot. Anyway, so we knew how big and powerful the 99th Regiment were, and we're just a division of 100 people. Despite that's huge, 99th Regiment had easily like over 140 members, 150 members by that point, easy. So after losing the entire clan of Shield of Honor, just leaving us, betraying us like that, despite even some things were wrong. It was the first raid for the 3rd gen, our division, and it was the first raid attack against the 99th Regiment, and they just completely abandoned us like that. So it was purely, at that point, this ginormous raid, GOLDPACK versus the 99th Regiment, and we're already 5 hours in, and it was looking pretty grim when the Shield of Honor members left, and a lot of them got replaced with 99th Regiment. But that raid was just insane. It lasted 11 hours. I'm Marshal Goldpack. If you enjoyed my log, then I'll see you for part 8. And as always, I'll see you on the flip side, guys.